Hello semua, hari ni Aunty nak masak satu resepi kentang. Resepi ni orang Melayu boleh buat, orang India boleh buat, orang Cina pun boleh buat. Dengan chopstick dia boleh makan-makan. Memang sedap, okey? Yang diperlukan 5 ketul kentang, saiz sederhana, dan minyak, serbuk cili, garam, daun kari, dan sini ada 5 bawang putih. Ini saya akan titik lepas tu cincang ya. Yang paling penting ialah cara pemotongan kentang tu. Nanti Aunty tunjuk ya. Today I'm going to make a simple potato dish. I do this quite often in my house because everyone loves it. Half of it would go if my husband was sitting and eating. Why I like this is if you have any curry dish and you want a second dish that is veggie and sometimes you want a third dish, this is a nice thing to have, especially if your curries don't have any potatoes in it. Then this is a nice third dish, can be done very fast, very few ingredients. This is something that Indian, Chinese and Malays would be able to eat with their own dishes. It's very nice, and even Chinese can use chopsticks and pick up and eat. Okay, the only important thing is the way the potato is cut. 5 garlic here. This curry leaves just for a topping. Anyway, you can eat them. Curry leaves are good for hair growth apparently, so do put it in if you want. Maybe not too many, maybe just 1 sprig out, just for topping. And the most important thing now is how the garlic is cut. Garlic, I would just bruise it and then mince it. Okay, don't chop it up, because then it tends to burn here and there. So just bruise it and cut it. Okay, bawang putih ni kita titik dan potong. Jangan cincang. Bila cincang rasa dia lain sekali. Lepas tu boleh hangus. Sebab ini kentang kita kena masak lama, goreng lama, light tapi lama. So kita tak nak lah bawang putih ni brown sangat ya. So potong macam ni aja. Dan yang paling penting ialah kentang. Cara kentang ni dipotong. Sebab kalau potong dadu ke apa, rasa dia lain dan tak crispy. Benda ni crispy tau, sikit lah. Dalam dia lembut, memang sedap. Tapi budak-budak semua boleh makan. Kalau yang nak training budak-budak semua, ini untuk makan pedas, ini baguslah, kita boleh try. Okay, nampak tak macam mana Aunty potong? Nipis dia macam ni saja. Okay, look at how I've cut it. Only like this. The thickness should be just like this. And then cut it lengthwise. This is what is important. I hope you can see it. I've cut it lengthwise now, and do this. Slant your knife and cut it this way. The reason being the texture of the potatoes at the end, it will cook faster and it will also be crispy and meaty inside, soft and meaty like inside. Okay, if you cut it into cubes, somehow it's not so nice. You will have some odd pieces because potatoes are all rough edged, so you will have some rough pieces. Don't worry about it. See how it is. It's like this, and then only this much, about half a cm or slightly more. You cannot cut it too thin, then it will become like what you see those French fries and all that. It's very thin. It will become too crispy and it won't be nice with rice. What I would do first is heat up the oil and then just fry this curry leaves and take up. I decided to do this for 2 reasons. One, it would flavor the oil, and number 2, for garnishing. It will look pretty on top of the potatoes. I'll fry the potatoes first, because this will take time and I don't want the garlic to burn. Nanti goreng daun kari dulu ya, sebab nak macam taruh satu aroma lah dalam minyak ni. Nanti goreng ni sebab nak tabur dekat atas lah untuk kecantikan, takkan masuk dalam ni, nanti dia lembik-lembik. Daun kari bagus untuk pertumbuhan rambut, itulah yang mak saya cakap. So ini kita goreng slow sebelum kita masukkan bawang putih. Lepas tu goreng lagi. Ini yang bagian leceh dia lah, kita tak boleh bongkok gapak bagian ni. Slow lah, api medium macam tu sampai dia empuk lah. Macam tengah masak tu kita dah boleh masukkan bawang putih dan garam. Halfway we will add the garlic and salt and continue cooking, and then we'll add in the chili powders later. Serbuk cili pun kita masukkan akhir sekali. Saya akan masak ni bila ada kari-kari lain yang pedas semua kan. Okay, nanti saya half masak dan balik lagi ya. I'll half fry this and come back. Can you see it's turning golden a little bit? I will still not add salt, because salt will straight away make it crispy outside and uncooked inside. So, and the garlic also I will not add now. This involves a lot of slow cooking and stirring constantly. Masak ni bahagian lecehnya ni lah kena kacau lalu. Kalau tak dia ada brown sana sini dan dalam tak masak kan. Belum lagi nanti masukkan garam pun ataupun bawang putih. Sebab kemudian biar kita separuh masak je baru masukkan yang lain-lain. Kalau masuk garam sekarang nanti luar dia crispy, dalam belum masak lagi. Use a stick to test whether it is at least half cooked. This is already okay now. What I would do now is add a bit of salt and go easy on the salt. Really, this dish doesn't need a lot of salt because the sweetness comes from the potato. So I'm using only half a teaspoon first. Gunakan garam sikit-sikit sebab kemanisan kentang tu kita nak kan. Kalau terus masuk garam banyak-banyak tak boleh adjust. Kita boleh pas masak kalau takut minyak banyak, kita boleh alihkan macam ni, ambil tissue paper dan buang. At the end of this dish you can always tilt it a bit on the saucepan or any flat kuali you have. Tilt it and sponge off the oil. You cannot use water for this dish. Okay, now I will add in the garlic. Jangan masuk air ya untuk masakan ni. Memang tak sedap sekali dah masuk air, tak sama dengan tak masuk air ya. Yang ni lagi sedap. Saya dah masukkan bawang putih tadi yang dicincang. Garam sikit saja kan. Nanti kita boleh testing lah. Ambil cebisan-cebisan yang kecil-kecil ni kita boleh test. Take all the tiny pieces for testing. Of course that will be the softer, so you should test also the biggest pieces. I'm just testing to see whether the oil is enough. Lower the heat, medium to low heat. Add another half teaspoon. Always go easy on the salt. You can always adjust it. Overdo it and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. Jangan bubuh garam banyak-banyakan nanti. Ini bukan satu masakan yang kita boleh adjust kemudian ya. Ada banyak cebisan-cebisan kecil kentang di sini, kita boleh test garam cukup ke tidak. Tak perlu banyak-banyak garam sebab kita ada kari lain ke masakan lain semua kan yang bergaram. So sikit-sikit kita taruh sampai kita happy. Okay, dan tak payah tambah lagi lah. Saya masak lagi ya. Okay, I'm using another half. I've tasted just now. Now another half. Remember to do this. Taste it often. If you like garlic, you can use more garlic. Saya tambah lagi ya garam setengah sudu kecil lagi. Yang suka bawang putih, rasa bawang putih taruhlah. Bawang jangan taruh. Tak tahu kenapa memang tak sedap. Nanti pernah try. Kalau suka bawang putih, tambah lagi bawang putih. Nanti pakai 5, kamu untuk banyak ni boleh pakai 6 ke 7 kalau suka rasa bawang putih tu. Tapi jangan lebih lah. 6, 7. Okay, sekarang perlahan-lahan nanti masukkan serbuk cili. Ini betul-betul sikit, 1/3 sudu makan lah. Ini pun tak tahu dah banyak ke. Dia best kalau dia macam light saja, nampak orange macam ni. And put in about 1/3 of a tablespoon of chili powder. Don't put a lot because really it looks prettier when it's just light orange. If you are going to train your children to eat hot dishes, this is a nice way of training them. Kalau nak jinak-jinakkan budak-budak makan pedas, ini boleh. Sebab nanti nampak tak, nanti tak mau tambah lagi. Sedikit saja sebab nanti ada kari. Memang dia best dengan kari-kari. Sana pun pedas, rempah ni bagus. Macam ni je. So yang penting tu garam dia lah dan berapa bawang putih. Tak perlu tambah perisa apa-apa. Ini dah sedap. Bila dia sejuk pun dia sedap. Of course lah lebih sedap kalau dia panas-panas macam ni crispy. Tapi bila dia sejuk pun dia sedap. Yang nak cili lebih sebab lauk-lauk lain mungkin tak pedas, boleh tambah lagi. You can go ahead and add more chili but make sure not to burn it. It will turn like a brownish black color and the taste will be a bit bitter, so don't. Make sure it's cooked before you dish it out. It's a very easy dish, I tell you. Once you've made it, it's very easy. You don't even have to look at my video after that. Just after I take out, it will be just nice. You hear that crispy sound when it's cooking? This sound, you should get this sound. Take about 10 minutes to just cook this, 10 to 15 minutes, because really low heat. And you see it's already darkening bits and pieces of garlic. I'll off it now and I'll dish it up. This is simple potato porreal. Do try it at home. It's so simple. There's no excuse not to at least try it out. Okay. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share this recipe. Ya, jumpa lah. Okay. Jangan lupa like, subscribe channel Aunty. Okay. Jumpa lagi. Bye bye.